Nice helmet. Damn. Okay, can you get those as glams? Maybe I should put on my backpack.
Shall we then?
It'll be like two travelers, two budding travelers. Me and my bum boy. Oh, sheesh.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded
Is that
the
a
wilds of
saloon?
Shaloani, where the sun guides in the Shaloani Town. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered.
Ah, the Oilers.
Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
Shaloani. Shaloani.
My home, Hhusatahwi, lies past Shaloani. It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
Railroad? Can we get on?
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
What the heck are they? I like their little masks, but their eyes are freaking me out, dude. What the hell? He looks possessed. I gotta put on the poncho, I feel like, no? I gotta get a poncho, I gotta get a hat, and I gotta remove my name. Short on Ronik? What the heck is that? Is that what these are called? Afraid so. If one will suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need two, then you'll have to wait. Me? The Ronik have been acting strangely of late. More easily spooked than otherwise disagreeable. Picking out the few fit for Renton's proven bothersome work. He's a scary boy, but also kind of cutie. They're usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either. Much has changed since last I was here. Not the best start to our journey. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go on foot. About that, sir, as well-travelled as you look, it's not only the Ronik that have been giving us trouble. Other wildlife have shown signs of aggression too. A merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do, and I'll see you both on Ronik for a safer trip. Your offer is most appreciated, but I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Actually, I might be a little concerned, Aaronville. But that Ronik, Aaronville, that Ronik. If this is your first time in Shaloani, I can understand your enthusiasm. It'd be a shame not to ride one at least once while you're there. fair point. If we're to give you the authentic Shaloani experience, I suppose it's worth the wait. Right, change of plans. There's a small town nearby. We can pass the time there while waiting. Taking it, you're heading to Hhusatahwi then? I'll have a man bring the Ronique over there. Just mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, eh? Can we play poker? I like this, man. This is like a really cool environment. It's like Thanalan plus, if you know what I mean. Shit, we got a hat now too. Let's see. Oh, damn, yeah. It's such a scuffed glam, but I love it. It's like I'm trying so hard to fit in, you know? Last time I was here, there was a little more than a camp with a shop or three. It has a saloon now.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
I bet you there's a sheriff. Is everybody here a machinist? The sandals. No.
Hey!
Oh, he is for sure. Maybe a gunbreaker actually as well.
Now hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute. Who's this guy?
Some sort of trouble.
He's the real man with no name. Just look at that giraffe neck. It's crazy. 10
I'm
paces.
talking to you, you old bastard.
10 paces.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch.
The Dust Watch.
And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
It's so strange seeing just Aaronville and Two just standing in the background of this. It's...
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat?
Damn.
Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
They're a patsy.
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloani, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time.
I'm gonna be the new sheriff here. I'ma be the new sheriff in this here
Lest
town.
you hurt my feelings.
Dang.
Fine!
Please.
That's how it's gonna be.
Please tell me we get to have a duel with this guy. Oh. If not him first. He's gonna shoot him in the
I
back.
wouldn't if I were you.
Of course. Of course.
Is that?
Yep. Hello.
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
I wonder if he's noticed us yet.
What?
We're just standing here.
Hey! What are you doing, Zekawa? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
Wait, is this apart from Bastard, is this the first time they've swore? I can't remember another time. Oh my god.
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekawa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
I really stand out, huh? That hot pink.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Shaloani, I offered to show our friends some of Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
He's looking for a fight. Going wherever the wind blows. What do you call those things that, the dust? Are they just dust balls? Tumbleweeds, that's it.
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on. Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
Saber tendies.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
What does that mean? This song is just called Coffee Break. Alrighty. No sooner do we set out than we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. This Dustwatch has their work cut out for them. For as long as I can remember, all disputes big or small were settled by dueling. The peoples of Shaloani rarely saw eye to eye, and for better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. Since most would sooner not risk their lives, though it encouraged parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. The Dustwatch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preparing peace be enforced through the formal rule of law. A reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Landsguard would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zoral Jah's authority. All of which is to say that, unless a lengthy stay in the jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. Like this? You're darn tootin' shootin', aye! Yeah! Will this get me arrested, chat? A friend, I take it? Sorry to have kept you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronique. Which is why I have to ask you, stop at Shishinwezi Springs. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dustwatch dealt with this banditry? Kamika and his fellows are doing what they can. I realize I've changed his accent, but I like doing the southern accent, man. It's so fun. They reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them all up's easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right then. If you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Yeah, bye! Bye! Oh my god. What the fuck? Why am I sitting on this? Sunbeard. What is that over there? Oh, that's the oil. I'm continued to be struck by how much Shaloani has changed. That town we just visited wasn't even here several years ago. With few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers turn to nopali tenders. Not just for the water in their stems, mind. Their fruits are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. It's a real bomb. Whoa! See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but it's brimming with ceruleum. The eruption of flames from within make for a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tales of people who wandered this alone. The Wallaki, meanwhile, show great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames, but that is a discussion for another time. We're here. A good thing for these Ronik. An oiler town. This may be a good place to find an old lass. An old lassie. You know what I'm saying? The daughter of an old western oiler. No sooner did we dismount than the next passengers are already on their way. They really are short on Ronik. Now then. This is Sheesh. Okay, I gotta stop. This is Sheshinewezi Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Shaloani. People travel here from all over hoping to find their fortune. The change come to Hhusatahwi. Hhusatahwi was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Iyate is her name. And if she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she travelled about Tural. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. Her blue hair. Noted, noted, noted. Oh shit, it's an actual derrick. That's pretty cool. Where would I be? Oh, right here. I'd be right here. Well, golly, ma'am. Okay, I don't know how to do a southern female accent. Yes. I'm Layette. And who might you be? He is my friend. Could it be? Goodness, it is. Eleni. Erinville, yes. Shit. A man grown. You were such a little darling thing as a child. You know, it's only been 3 years since we last spoke. Really? Only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Iate. Is that an L or is that an I? This is Iate. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown. Eleni Shipa? Is he hiding his real name? Elena what now? Elena who? Alright. I was born Elena Shipa. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner, one that adheres to the Eastern Vieira conventions, so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate it if you continue using my chosen name. A homecoming? You know, I've been thinking of playing the old stomping grounds a visit myself. It would be good to see Kikiwa again. She's the finest archer I know. Elena Sheep's mother and mentor. Every time I dropped by, she'd treat us to a veritable feast, prepared with fresh game she'd hunted herself. You're impressive with the bow too, Iate, even among the Shitona. No, I couldn't compare to How do you say this? Kakiwa, but her skill at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among Glul Jaja's traveling companions after all. Oh, his mother was part of that. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tural lit a fire in her. Even after Eleanor Sheepa was born, she often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Iate, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he's asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you prove you're a true explorer. Oh, okay. I think he took it more to heart then. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but the dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. But it was real, and we found it. You found it? As part of the rite of succession. I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing. She'll be thrilled. And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. No. It's nice that we get to learn about him. Elena Shipa? Well, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Help! I need help! What's that about? We'll investigate. Please wait here. I look like such a meme. I truly look touristy, man. Oh shit, is this a local gang? No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. Oh. Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. It's Namika, Wuklamat's nursemaid. Erinville, too. Come any closer, and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Oh yeah? Hold on, did he say this is Wuklamat's nursemaid? Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss. We'll deal with this. Wait. Oh, I thought she was the good. She took something. Please, you have to give it back. I'm going after Namika. This lot I leave to you. Well, fellas. Cocky bastard. I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. We can deal with them later. First, we need to put this one in the dirt. Machinist does no damage anymore, man. I'm sorry to break it to you. I actually kind of like that. Hell yeah, fellers! Oh, we're dead if the boss finds out. Alright. Can I jump in it? Let me jump in it. Come on, let me jump in it. Oh! Yay! Is that the bridge? The bridge is huge, man. That's insane. I love that we can see it. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. The bandit managed to get away, but I have an idea of where they're headed. You said they stole something from you? A bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wuklamat. I see. Close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. But what brings you all this way? With the right of the succession ended, and Wuklamat crowned the next Dawn servant, she is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much, and my plans to return home to Shaloani. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. It filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to know. Everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve. And now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only they had left me with that bracelet. I would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. I'll knock them senseless. It's what Wuklamat would want. Please, you mustn't put yourselves in harm's way for my sake. I can assure you, no harm will come to us. We will make certain of that. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps I should come as well, to be sure all proceeds as it should. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wuklamat put such faith in you both. Before anything else, let's see her back to Shaloani Springs. She'll be safer in town. With Iati there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. Aaronville told me about what happened, and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. That bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't even care if they knew. It makes me sick, but at least she's safe, and I know you'll set things right. What did you see, by the way? Just questioning. Just a little question. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as this involves a gift from Wuklamat, We must be mindful how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dustwatch. Well, now that makes me think you're strong. Really strong, are you? Do we flex? I may have saved the star on one occasion. You saved the star? That's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? I think she likes me. Let's see. It's the glam, I bet. Well, of late there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Hhusatahwi to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? Yeah, that's the one. Now that ceruleum extraction is big business. Now no one wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits. Not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating the place? I can let the Dustwatch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you've no objections. Right then, let's be off. Ladies, I bid ye good day. It seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. Was this gonna be a stealth mission? Please be a stealth mission. Please be a stealth mission. They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dustwatch not have noticed by now? Unless there's some corruption in this here town. A question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Oh shit, sit in the bush, you like that move? Oh my god, they didn't see nothing. Go! The bandits will not notice you here. You can safely eavesdrop on any inside. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick out voices in a muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we've got a boss who can't keep the Dustwatch off our backs. Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Maybe so. But who'd ever believe one of them sainted souls was running our crew? That drunk who bought your story about the gold shitting alpaca. Am I right? Little do they know. As you lean in to listen, a familiar voice rings out through the wall. Ooh. Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Make me. I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. Nah. How about we give you the chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. The vulture. Ooh. As you lean in to listen, you hear someone entering the room on the other side. I've brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? I bet it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot! How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please. Please, I'm sorry. Ooh. Reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here, your reward. And don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Was that maybe the vulture? So, were you able to learn anything? Their leader is a man of the Dust Watch. That would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they give the bracelet to him? Seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Stekawa. That's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? And you say they threatened to take him to speak with the vulture. Their leader's alias, no doubt. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies in Hhusatahwi, but we also know he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed would prove difficult though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. We'll need to get him alone. I'll storm their hideout. I can take them. The direct approach may have served you well in the past, but it won't suffice here. Wihute is the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. He could claim we're the criminals in all this, and no few people would believe him. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. Oh. They're trolling with this one. Nah. I'm done. Luwataninyawasa. 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 Holy shit. Meet me there, and I'll explain everything. Dude, that was insane. That's like that Welsh place that only the one weather guy can say. He's the only guy in history that's ever been able to say the town name. We're to retrieve the bracelet without conflict. It won't be done barging through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of a Yihihi Siya. Yihihi Siya. Dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. It's their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an attractant that resembles the scent when burnt. We can then lure the Yihihi Siya into the bandit's hideout, flushing the vulture and his gang. Then, while they contend with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I'm afraid I must ask that you collect the excrement. While you see to that, I will go to procure the remaining ingredients. Of course. And before you say anything, I do not ask this of you because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take this pouch and see it filled, and I will handle the rest. Okay. We'll talk about employment. I said I was not employed. I didn't think it was going to be like this. All that's left is to mix the feces with tumbleclaw fibers, dried nopali tender root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Come, let us get back to Totaniwahi. I butchered that, but I made it sound convincing. A fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I'll keep watch from here. The attractant I leave to you. Toss it into the bonfire near the middle of the town. The Yihihi will come soon after. We're gonna have a stampede in the town. Let's go. This is kind of epic. Blue-haired daybreaker? What's that smell? Ew. Ugh, that reeks. What did you put into the fire? Was me, I swear. Did something die? Someone want to explain that ungodly stench to me? Why is his blade moving? Oh, he's here. What you doing? We should just break out the camera now. We have the camera emote now. We'll just take a picture and show it to... Oh, boss! Over there! Huh? Oh, what in the world? Pterodactyl invasion. Run for your lives! So the smoke's what drew them here. I swear, when I find out who did this. I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. What? You gotta get me out of here now. They're gonna kill me. I'm begging you, please. Shh, they'll hear you. Shit. Who was that? I thought it was... Why'd you run away? What? Hey, are you gonna help me out or what? The bracelet must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. Okay, I thought like maybe we would have chased after him or something. All that effort and not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. No need to apologize. We were planning to save you, eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. You're secret admirers of mine or something. Yeah. I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. That would explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back something the Vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out back there. I have an idea of where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's headed there now, too. We can go together. I've got a score to settle with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? So, those bandits at Tunyetnan... I feel it that time. Hhusatahwi. They're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. Oh. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how. With a duel. See, by the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. And we made damn sure they did, every time. Before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then, about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how he could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Quicana and Lewin, and we all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. Oh, okay, that was them. As if that wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner, then, well, you know the rest. You said the Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the Vulture then? No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kamaka, he's as honest as they come. The staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chief's, who do you think he'd believe? Well, if he knows where this vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. A plan? All I ask is that you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at the Hhusatahwi Springs. I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. I guess we will. Partner? Partner? Well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tural, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it, but I doubt he'll trust a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. I wasn't sure of what to make of you after Hhusatahwi, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Ah, well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're gonna catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Hhusatahwi would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will help buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. And using that, we'll expose him as the criminal. There's no way to tell if we Hhuta's carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? Oh, he'll try, and that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. Okay. But does he really think he can beat him? A duel? That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels and old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Wait, what? I thought that's the whole point. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. Why is he so confident? The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? We can trust in the old laws. Not even he can ignore our traditions. Once he loses, I'll have him confess to his crimes. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. I was seen in Hhusatahwi, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. And you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You'll want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to Hhusatahwi. Once you've got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's get to it. Oh, look at the winds. This is cool. The winds are blowing a gust. What's this? Ah, an unfamiliar face in these parts. Man, have you needed the Dust Watch, sir? What? Sakawa tried to rob you, but you apprehended him. I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison, he turned to a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, sir. Might I trouble you to take me to him? Okay, is this the place then? I could have sworn I left him here. Is some sort of joke? Of all the... Let's keep moving. This better be the place. I must have been a different rock. I'm sorry, sir. My patience is wearing awfully thin, sir. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would both dearly regret. I don't see him anywhere. Where is Sakawa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Confounded. He must have escaped. That's it. I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Hey, wee hootie. You looking for me? Dang. If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you. I want to see this duel, man. He said he's not using live runs either. Why?
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Oh, he's distinctly non-Western voice. Drama. I guess they didn't have much else to do during these times.
Well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
He carried that the whole way.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag! So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Hhusatahwi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tural.
Wow.
The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
What's this bracelet doing
The
here?
audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
You fucked up, buddy.
Oh, you've seen it then?
I look so out of place.
No, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Sure. You would have had to arrest yourself.
What's the meaning of this, Whusatahwi?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only because I found it. I swear.
I swear.
They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way.
Ooh, the balls
The
on
law
him.
which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
I bet he's like a crack shot. He's like the crack shot, you know what I mean? Like his nickname is Old Fast Hand or something.
Whusatahwi, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Hell yeah,
have
brother.
at it. Let your pistols do the talking. Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
What's wrong, huh? What's wrong, Sonny?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
They're all laughing at me.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this. Come on, Zakawa!
Drama!
Four!
UFC!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Aw, it's only rubber bullets.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Did health and safety take over? What the fuck? There's a tumbleweed. They didn't do the 10 pieces though, bro. Dung. There's a turtle. Oh, god dang. The church bell rings. Dun. The birds flock.
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
Old Johnny Fast Hand.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Nice redemption arc. For the kid.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Whusatahwi drew first.
True.
As far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
As are your friends.
He's the real sheriff, isn't he?
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonathenui.
I've said that word differently every single time, not gonna lie.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zekua? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
What a guy.
Here, this was Vawuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
No.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
Mission passed. It ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Phew, it's finally over. I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return to Shishinawezi Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. Alrighty. See you, Zekawa. My bracelet. Thank you. Thank you so much. If this is more than just a gift, it is a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklamat is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us as more long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised that the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. Boys, I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Wikana and Lewin. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekawa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard Wiwute put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zekawa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now, and lacking in strength besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give us the dust watch to slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right? Right, and you'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to duel if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days, I'll be sure to repay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. Yee-hee-hee, see ya. If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here a while yet, though, do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended. Didn't I tell you? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. An earthquake. It must have happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late, and a rather large one struck not long ago before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself. Let's do that. The station is just over there. Alright. Ladies, I bid thee farewell. Ma'am, good day.